Lesson 6.4, solve two-step equations. A two-step equation, such as 2x plus 3 equals 9, has two different operations, multiplication and addition. To solve a two-step equation, undo the operations in reverse order of operations. So if we look over here at our first example, letter A, we have 2x plus 4 equals 10. So according to order of operations, first we would multiply and then we would add. But if we're trying to solve for x, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to take care of our addition and then multiplication. So I look at 2x plus 4. I know I'm adding 4, so I need to subtract 4 from both sides. I bring down what's left. And now I have a one-step equation. I have 2x equals 6. So I need to get x by itself. To undo multiplication, I divide. So x equals 3. Okay, another example, letter C. We have 5 equals 2 plus 3x. Again, I'm going to do the reverse of order of operations, or I'm going to bring over my constant and then my coefficients. So first I find my constant, which is 2. All right, I know that 2 is positive, so I need to do the opposite of positive, which is negative. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, because I want the 2 gone on the right-hand side. So I have 3, the 2 is canceled. I have a positive 3x. Now I have 3 equals 3 times x. Since I'm multiplying by 3, I'm going to divide by 3. Cancel, so 1 equals x. So x equals 1. Letter E. We have negative 5s plus 8 equals negative 2. Okay, same thing. I need to figure out what's my constant. So my constant is 8 here. Since I'm adding 8, I'm going to subtract 8 because I have to do the opposite of what is being done to it. So I have negative 5s, my 8's cancel. Negative 2 plus negative 8 is negative 10. Since I am taking negative 5 times s, I'm going to do the opposite, which is dividing. It was reduced down to 1. So s equals 2. Okay, I also want to look at example F, which is negative 2 plus 2/3 w equals 10. Okay, again, I'm going to bring my constant over, or I'm going to do my opposite of order of operations. So I know that 2 is my constant. Now 2 is negative in this case, so I need to do the opposite of negative, which is positive. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Let's cancel. I have 2/3 w equals 12. Now I have 2/3 w equals 12. Just because I have a fraction as my coefficient doesn't mean I'm going to solve this any other way. I'm taking 2/3 times w, so I need to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2/3. So w equals, now on the right-hand side here, I have created a complex fraction. So I take numerator divided by denominator. Okay? When we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. And I like to simplify before I multiply. So I know that 2 goes into 12 and 2 goes into 2. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 12 6. Now that I have simplified, when we multiply fractions, we multiply straight across. So 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. Simplify this, and w equals 18. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're actually going to write the equation, and then we're going to solve it. So Sarita wants to buy some CDs that each cost $14 and a DVD that costs $23. She has $65. Write and solve an equation to find how many CDs she can buy. Okay, so when I have my problem, I need to figure out what do I know, what don't I know, and what's my total. Well, I know she wants to buy some CDs that are $14. She wants to buy a DVD for $23, and she has $65. So the thing that's changing here, or what our variable is the number of CDs. I don't know how many CDs we're going to buy, but I do know it's $14 per CD. So I'm going to take my $14 times however many CDs I'm going to buy. And then I'm going to add the $23 on for that one DVD we bought. And I know I have $65 altogether. So again, I don't know how many CDs I can buy, but I know they're $14 each. I'm going to buy one DVD, and I know that my total is adding, and then that's going to equal my $65 I have altogether. So now we need to solve this equation to figure out how many CDs can we buy. So So we have 14C plus 23 equals 65. Okay, again I do the reverse of order of operations, or I'm going to bring over my constant and then my coefficient. So since I'm adding 23, I'm going to subtract 23 from both sides. So I have 14C, those cancel, equals 42. Okay, since I'm taking 14 times C, I'm going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division, so I'm going to divide by 14. So C equals 3. So we can buy 3 CDs.